The Running Man. There are a select number of people you should never betray. And one of those people is Arnold Schwarzenegger. So when a little freaking weasel does just that, he unwittingly sets off one of the greatest revenge tales of recorded history. So join me, Cringe Conrad, for the highlights of The Running Man, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as he murders a group of elite murderers. The movie begins with your standard apocalyptic scenario scroll explaining that in the future year of 2017, the world economy has collapsed and a police state rules with an iron fist. Though some say an underground resistance exists planning one day to arise. But what's worse is a sadistic game show called The Running Man is the most popular program on television, pitting high-tech gladiators against everyday convicts in a battle to the death. We're then introduced to the man himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's apparently in bed with the bad guys. But when he declines to fire on innocent women and children, he gets himself in a whole heap of trouble.
The crowd is unarmed. There are lots of women and children down there. All they want is food, for God's sake. The hell with you. I will not fire on helpless people.
Richard, what the fuck are you doing? And I'll see you in hell.
18 months later, Arnold finds himself in a detention camp with a bomb strapped around his neck. And if he or any of his little friends try to escape, well then it just might blow their heads off. But luckily, after a well-timed uprising, a talented neckbeard hacks the perimeter walls and frees everyone from enslavement. Now in dystopian Los Angeles, the fugitives keep their heads down while we meet the movie's villain, Damon Killian, who's a famous celebrity as the host of The Running Man. And it soon becomes clear there's something deeply troubling about this man.
What's your name?
Dan.
Dan, you're doing good work. 10 minutes. Just give them an evasive answer.
Meanwhile, Arnold sneaks into his brother's apartment, but finds a new tenant inside. And when she turns on the TV, a newscaster explains that the police are searching for Arnold, who they've pinned for the murder of a large number of women and children when he apparently went berserk in his helicopter. But as a man of action, Arnold immediately grabs the woman and explains,
This is all a lie. I was framed. I'm completely innocent. Innocent. I'm completely innocent.
Well, regardless of whether he's innocent, he's got bigger problems on his hands, as Killian and his cronies scout for new talent to add to their game show. And when the little weasel sees Arnold's escape tape rolling on the telly, he knows exactly who he wants to star in the next episode. However, capturing Arnold isn't gonna be easy, as he convinces his new friend to accompany him to the airport, so he can use her travel pass to escape the country. And as they stroll through the security checks, he makes sure to lighten the mood by sweet-talking to his girlfriend.
Now remember, I can break your neck like a chicken's.
Which doesn't do him any favors when she decides to punch him in the dick and blow his fucking cover.
You blew my cover!
And when the bozos swoop in, it's only a matter of time before he's in a fucking net and his life is fucking ruined. Do you realize what you just did?
You bitch!
And now that he's captured by the assholes, he meets Killian for the first time, and we get to behold their on-screen chemistry.
Hi, cutie pie. You know, one of us is in deep trouble. You know who I am?
I've seen you before. You're the asshole on TV.
I'd like you to volunteer to appear on tomorrow's broadcast.
Fuck you.
Take a look.
Nice. Laughlin.
What are you gonna do with them? What are you gonna do with them?
Anyway,
It isn't too long before The Running Man airs, and Arnold is led to the entry zone. Meanwhile, we're treated to the longest introduction to a TV show of all time. Literally, it's like 15 minutes of runtime. But at the end, they give us a hilarious doctored version of events showing how Arnold committed mass murder.
Approximately 1,500 civilians moving in.
The crowd is unarmed. Repeat, unarmed. Abort attack.
The hell with you.
Those are innocent, unarmed people down there! Cease fire! Cease fire!
Killian then explains that if Arnold wins the contest, he might receive a full pardon for his crimes. And with that, they strip him down to his slicks and rip him into the game zone. But wait, before Arnold goes, he's got one last thing to say.
Killian, I'll be back.
And now that the contestants have comfortably entered the game zone, the audience votes to release the first stalker, the cute and cuddly master of hockey, Sub-Zero. And when the air goes cold and the lights go hot, it's clear they've entered the death rink.
Hey, Killian! Here is Sub-Zero! Now, Plane Zero!
After the horrific, undeserved murder of the crowd's champion, they elect now to release two of their favorite stalkers simultaneously.
Here they are! Buzzsaw and Dynamite!
Leading stalker. Buzzsaw's Hammond and Cates chainsaws are made of Trilon-coated Durasteel and can cut muscle, sinew, bone.
Quest'anima consola e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa, e giubilar mi fa.
Also, while all of this has been going on, Maria, the woman who ruined Arnold's life, has been snooping around discovering the lies the police state has drummed up about Arnold. And when she learns a little too much, they strip her down to her slicks and she too is ripped down a tube to the game zone. But before she blasts off, just listen to the horrible reasons why the game show claims she deserves to die.
She cheated on college exams, had sexual relationships with 2, sometimes 3 different men in a year.
Anyway, she's able to link up with her buddies, but there's no love lost between her and the lead. And pretty much as soon as Maria arrives, the stalkers aren't too far behind. So I guess you could say she blew Arnold's cover.
You blew my cover! I'm gonna make it part of you! That's alright. Keep it down! All my life, I've been addicted to the wrong side!
Oh my God! Another one of our wonderful stalkers is dead? Maybe Dynamo can be the hero we deserve! Well, Dynamo wrecked, and now the whole broadcast is fucked. Arnold refused to kill him, the audience is confused, and I'm not sure what's happening. And apparently Killian isn't either, because he's so desperate to end the show, he offers Arnold a contract to become a stalker and join the team. But negotiating with Arnold is kind of like trying to snowboard through an avalanche.
Say the word, man, and you can be the one doing the stalking. What do you think?
You cold-blooded bastard. I live to see you eat that contract. But I hope you leave enough room for my fist, because I'm going to ram it into your stomach and break your goddamn spine!
Anyway, with their bloodlust still unsatisfied, the crowd unleashes another lethal stalker named Fireball.
Jesus Christ.
Guess again. How about the light?
My gas line! My gas line! At this point, if the crowd didn't know who Arnold is, they sure as hell do now, as the tides turn and they start placing bets and cheering him on. I guess this makes the mysterious underground resistance feel bold enough to comically fling open a door and say, "What's up, dude? It's us, the underground resistance. Welcome to the resistance, dude. And dudette. Or milady, whichever you prefer." Inside the Resistance HQ, which is somehow inside the game zone of the Running Man, they tap into the television feed as Killian and his goons continue their deception by playing a doctored tape of Maria and Arnold being killed by the final stalker, Captain Freedom. But that's okay, because
I got something to tell you.
The resistance is here, and the revolution is now, because we just hacked into the network, bitch. And not only that, but Arnold's now the stalker, and Killian the running man, as our hero lays siege to the studio.
Hello, cutie pie. One of us is in deep trouble.
You look pissed, Ben.
We're number one, Ben. That's all that counts. Believe me, I've been in the business 30 years.
You bastard! Drop dead!
So, how exactly did that happen? I guess if you go down the wrong tube, you just go airborne into a billboard. Why not? And of course, Arnold and Maria immediately fall in love with each other after, because this is a frickin' masterpiece. The only questionable thing is how quickly he returns to the neck grip from earlier. And well, that about does it. Is this Arnold's best movie? No. Is it Arnold's worst movie? Of course not. But damn if it isn't entertaining. The Running Man combines American Gladiators with Arnold Schwarzenegger and cranks the violence over 9,000. So what's not to like? You're bored with flamethrowers? We got your chainsaws right here. You're bored with chainsaws? We got your opera singing, electricity channeling fatsos right here. You're bored with whatever the fuck I just said? We got your Schwarzenegger right here. And if you're bored by Arnold Schwarzenegger, you're on the wrong channel. I'm Cringe Conrad, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below.